Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Story Mode, Final Fantasy XIV. It seems we've got a new primal situation brewing. Let's start looking into it. We got some cool stuff coming up. Woe betide the heretic who crosses Alphino Levelure, for they shall feel the full force of his fury. And by extension, mine, I guess. The persistent attacks on our caravans seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attack, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Derman, pray join me in White Brim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It's my hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Driamont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then? Good. All right. Sounds like a plan. I'll meet you over there. We've had our fun with diplomacy, but I think it might soon be time once again for action. Which is where I come in. Still no elevators. I thought I made myself clear. Oh, and you are also here. Cool. Just so you know, the men have already started to arrive. Captain Ilbert always keeps a few braves at the ready in case of emergencies. Oh, great. Love that preparedness. Commander Levelure's assessment is most troubling. If he's correct, Iceheart now poses a threat to Ishgard at large. Indeed. And you? By what means do these heretics travel so quickly? We must know, or our every attempt to apprehend them will be doomed to fail. Indeed. How can I help? I am small, but I am useful. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Driamont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I've heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to White Brim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Driamont has one in mind? Let's ask. Never hurts to ask. Yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there's aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. Very excited to meet her. So, what do you need? Only the naive place all their hope in the success of a single solution, and Lord Driamont is anything but. It seems as though we're always one step behind, our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I'd like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we're not without our options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guillaume? We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. You remember the Inquisitor, right? That Inquisitor who was giving us trouble out here, kind of hounding us for a good bit while we were trying to just get the Enterprise back? Ended up being in allegiance to the Dragons? That one, you remember. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in White Brim Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he'll have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Jean-Tremont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere, simply watch and listen. I've seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans. Ooh, subterfuge. It's much more subtle than my usual tactic. I like it. Let's give it a try. Oop, come on, boyfriend. There we go. Okay, to work. Well, to stairs, then to work. To work! Oh, we're not... Wait a minute. The person's like right out here. Hang on. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I just have to wait here. Gotcha. Okay. No, I'm on it. I'm on it. I know what to do. I got this. Target sighted. The suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate, and Derman follows. I see you there, accused knight. I've got my eye on you. I wonder what would happen if I went up and talked to him. Probably not a great idea. Following the road east, though, very well. Where are you? There you are. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Derman, we're looking the wrong way, buddy. He's behind you. Derman, turn around. Derman, you're gonna miss him. Head south. Okay. Heading into a bit of a cave, it seems like. Derman is in pursuit. Derman, we seem to have lost him. I don't think he's inside the rock, Derman. We might have to look somewhere else. Oh, there we go. Hey! Hey! Where in the seven hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know? Your sole duty is to the... Bloody echo. Lower your voice so they'll hear us in the White Brim Front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are mumble, in Snowcloak. This is what you bring me? We already know about them, mumble. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels, mumbling, dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, mumble, if you waste my time again. Is that clear? Hey, can you guys speak up? It's hard to hear from behind the rock. Uh-oh. Well, we got the information we needed. Let's head back. And you know what? That was a long walk. Let's head back the faster way. That is so much better than dealing with stairs. I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? That it did. I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation, and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it's key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. Alright then. Sounds like I was helpful. Need anything else? The Allied forces at Snowcloak are in danger, and Lord Driamont would have you assist him in ensuring their safety. We've long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Durandare Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Halone is kind, we may yet catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Dermond. The lives of our allies are at stake. I am on the case. You got nothing to worry about. There we go. At least pretty close anyway. I believe this is the area. And there's our... oh. Something's gone wrong. Quite wrong. Anyone okay? No? This is seeming an awful lot like a no. Nope. Nope. And a no. Wow, still alive. Impressive. And another one. Okay, come here. You are all in so much trouble. Fallen heretics effects. Well, so much for the knights. Alright, let's take this news back. Actually, no, I'm not walking up those stairs. Are you kidding me? No. Even flying up them's a camera-twirling pain in the butt. Hello. My knights sent no word of your coming, Dermond. What has happened? What is that in your hand? Bad news, probably. A brittle parchment. Discovered on the body of a slain heretic, this yellowing document is covered in a complex code of seemingly random letters and numbers. A puzzle. By the Fury. Those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered, and... No, we've not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they're on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we'd caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable's not changed, you see. Of course, it'll be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Durandare must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. I don't feel like we're winning right now, Driamont. Any ideas for how we might turn that around? I could really use one. Lord Driamont recognizes that the situation in Snowcloak is coming to a head and that decisive actions must be taken. Time's of the essence, Dermond. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take their allies... Excuse me. Little guy. Hello. Do you need something? The heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they're cut down ere their swords are drawn. But all's not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we've discovered. I will. In fact, I know a faster option. Here we are. So... Oh, there's our people. I really like this monster design too. I think this is a Final Fantasy XII creation. They've kind of got like this split mouth up the front of their face thing. It's really neat. Ah, here. I'll let you see. Hey, turn around this way. Actually, you can probably even see without fighting. Well, maybe not. Hey, fight me, but don't die right away. That didn't work out. Well, maybe you'll see someday. Anyway, sorry, right. Time was of the essence and whatnot. Alphino. Sir Emmerich? He's over there. Have words with the man if you must. We shall speak anon. I will. Probably should start with him, actually. Derman, this is a welcome surprise. Perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we've yet to uncover any hidden... My thing is more important. Shut up. You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Levelier been informed? The Braves must be made aware. Well, yeah, I was going to inform him, but then he told me to go inform you. Y'all make up your minds. It must be here. I'm certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it. This is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. There she is! Come here, girl. Hey, look who's here. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Ida. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Levelier! Oh, goodness. So many people. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we've secured the entrances to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that's not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We're going in. A moment, Alphino. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we've no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking there on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we entered the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more of a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape. Why are you all looking at me? Oh, I know why you're all looking at me. Ahem. A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Emmerich and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see to it that you're prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many or Papalimo will sulk. Oh, we wouldn't want that, would we? All right, people. It's time for a dungeon run, I believe. After we speak with this knight, of course. The entrance to the tunnel, sir? It's just over there. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we'd have never noticed it. Per Sir Emmerich's orders, we'll stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Not a problem. We're gonna get ourselves inside Snowcloak, everyone. And this one should be very fun indeed. Let me get a crew. Be right back. And there we go. Got us a little team. Feels like it's been a while since we just had like a 4-person dungeon. We've got me not being a tank this time. I am now a Dragoon and will be for a while. So our tank today will be Sovar, playing a Paladin. We've got Mise, a Black Mage, and Dan Oceans being an Astrologian, our healer. And I think that's everything, so this should be a good old time. Let me get us all queued up here. Where's the Snowcloak? Boom. Formed in the aftermath of the calamity, the Great Ice Wall has long been thought an impenetrable barrier between central and western Kurthus. In truth, however, the wall is riddled with hidden tunnels, which Iceheart and her followers have used as a base of operations. You've been tasked with exploring one such tunnel in the hopes that it will lead you to the heretics' leader. Yet what dangers await are anyone's guess. Let's go find out. We begin. I quite like this one, both because the fights are pretty fun, but also the music is awesome. And quite different than what we've experienced in many of these. Welcome to Snowcloak, and the chillest dungeon music. I love it. Welcome everyone, looking great. Thank you very much for joining. All right. And for once, I'm not taking the lead. After you, Sylvar. Love the Moogle cane you got there, Misay. It's very cute. All right. Let's see if I can remember how to be a half-decent DPS. It has been a while. Look out. Don't want to be in those danger puddles, thank you. All right. Now, when you're playing a damage dealer, usually, especially by this level, most all of the damage-dealing classes should have several area of effect damaging options. And anytime you've got a group of about 3 enemies or more all clustered together, that's usually the one you're going to want to use because it's going to be a bit more damage efficient. You may not be doing as much damage per hit to any individual enemy, but the cumulative damage you're doing against 3 or more usually outpaces what you would be doing against a single target. So it's often a strategy you want to employ across the board, and unless there's like specific circumstances that determine otherwise. It's going to take me a while to kind of like get refamiliarized with playing a Dragoon half-decently. The nice thing about playing a damage dealer, I may not be as sturdy as a tank is, but if I'm not doing a great job, it just means we kill things slower, which is a problem, but not nearly so potentially devastating a problem as being bad at healing or tanking. Darn, I love the music in here. Don't know why that bear had a key. The security bear. And it looks like we're coming up to our first boss. Wandel. Who's pretty straightforward, if memory serves. Shouldn't be anything too complicated. Though there will be, I mean, there will always be mechanics. Basically, at every dungeon boss encounter from here on, there will be some sort of mechanic to contend with. Taking out this frost bomb's probably not a bad idea. There we go. Let's do a big jump. Another big jump, just for fun. So far, nothing too complicated. Oop, look out. Yikes. Don't want to stand in that. Ooh. A big icy danger area on the outside that we don't want to be standing in lest we take damage. Whoop. Don't want to stand in those either. Yikes. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Almost got him. I bet I'm doing some positional attacks really badly right now. Pretty rusty on Dragoon, clearly. Whatever, we're fine. As ever, my party of companions makes up for my mediocre performance. Look how pretty this darn place is. We got some big wind gusts here, which fortunately can't blow us off the edge. I'm really grateful for that. It is inflicting a negative status effect on us, though, that is slowly damaging us over time, so we don't want to be standing in the wind super long if we can avoid it. It's fine to run through, but you don't want to just be standing there doing the fight in the wind. That would be pretty bad, probably. And I believe we are now coming up on the second boss, Yeti. The mechanics of this one are kind of goofy but fun. So, Yeti has this big frozen mist attack here that'll be a frontal cone in front of it. And you don't want to stand in front of it, but what you do want to do is you do want to get that mist to hit these little spriggans here. And I'll take care of this little fella. No, you don't. Hey. Because if the Yeti happens to hit these little spriggans with that breath move, then they will turn into snowballs. And we're going to want to use these snowballs to prevent a really big, scary attack later. To kind of interrupt the Yeti's actions. We don't really have any snowballs around right now, though. That's not great. Come on, spriggans. Get in the cold breath. Be a snowball. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We don't have a snowball, so this might hurt. Oh, that hurt a little bit. We're okay. We're okay. All right, now we have a snowball. Now we just got to keep it from breaking the snowball until the... Whoop. I also need to hit this guy because this guy will kill the spriggans, and we need the spriggans so they can be snowballs. Knock it off. Quit it. We need those to not die. Stop. Okay, we got a couple snowballs now. Great. Great, great, great. Great and good. Okay, big attack. Let's interrupt that thing. Hit it. Hit the snowball. There we go. Yes, we did it. That's how it's done. Oop. Big attack again. Hit the snowballs. There we go. Good. And we got one left over. Well, never mind. That's fine. We shouldn't need it. It's not got tons of health left. Come on. Be defeated. There we go. Good job, team. 2 down. Whoop. Lots of enemies in this room. Coming out of the walls. Yes, all of you gather close. Cluster together. So as a Dragoon, my AoE ability, the main one, kind of the only one I have access to right now, well, one of the only ones, is sort of attacks in a frontal cone. So like, some jobs, their melee AoE abilities will be sort of like in a big sweeping circle radius around them where they're at the center of it. For others, it'll be sort of like a straight line in front of them. For others, like me, it's sort of a frontal cone, so I've got to kind of position myself in a way to where as many enemies as possible are sort of in this 90-degree sort of angle in front of me here. Hey, there's one of those little crocodiles with the split face thing. It's cool. Just a cool enemy design from 12, I think. So many dragons and heretics turning into dragons. It's getting a little intense in here. Oh no, the tank's down. It's okay. We'll hang in there. We'll hang in there. We'll just fight very good. Hopefully. Oop. Quickly. Oh no, I'm down too. Oh no. Oh, our tank's back up, but the healer is down. Can they get this last one down? They did. Awesome, but that's okay. The healer's down, so I'm going to need to respawn real fast. But hey, they survived it. It's always kind of fun, like, when things go south like that, and they inevitably do sometimes. It's just how it goes. It's fun seeing players try to salvage the situation, because some who are just really good at what they do and who happen to be playing jobs that give them a lot of tools for it can manage to pull off some clutch wins even when there's only 1 or 2 people still standing. Against certain bosses, I've seen like a tank being the last one left standing with no one healing them and manage to like finish the last third of a boss fight somehow with the rest of the team just kind of standing on the sidelines cheering them on. It's pretty impressive. It's always pretty exciting. I always enjoy getting to see, like, even if 1 or 2 people still are down, if the last two can manage to finish the fight, that's usually pretty fun, I think. Anyway, last boss, here we go. Fenrir. So, the mechanics for this one are pretty fun. It's got a lot of good fun attacks, but there's going to be a fancy move that it does several times throughout the fight where it drops a few icicles on us. Once those icicles land, they're going to try to do further damage to us afterwards, as icicles do. The second time those icicles come down, we actually need to hide behind the last one because Fenrir is going to do a big room-wide AoE attack that will hurt a whole lot if we don't effectively hide. I don't know if I explained it in a way that made sense, but yeah, you'll see in a second. Yee, look out. Here come the icicles. Don't be standing where they land. Okay, now two of them are going to kind of like target us that way. Don't want to get hit by that. Last one's going to do kind of a little AoE around itself. Uh-oh. Look out. AoE around itself? Oh, you're fine. Okay. I was very worried for a second there. They're fine, though. But they do have the right idea for the second time they come down, because the second time the icicles come down, we do need to be ready to hide behind whatever is the last one standing. Which is going to be this one. Okay. This time we hide. Hide before this move goes off. There you go. Perfect. Because anyone who's not hiding, the dog will then come and pounce on very hard. Which you can survive, but it'll hurt real bad. Oh, look out. Whoop. I'm enjoying jumping around a bunch. Being a Dragoon is fun. Hide, everyone, quick! Hey, we're fine. If everyone does it successfully, then only the tank gets jumped on, and for not nearly as much damage. And now we finish it. Hey! Good job, team! Another fantastic victory for the Dentalis Theater Company. Hooray. That could have gone so much worse. My first time as a Dragoon in here. Thank you all so very much for your help. You did great. Dan, Misse, Silver. Awesome. All right, let me grab this whatever it is, and I will be heading out to continue the story. Thank you all very much. And I will see you all in a bit.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light.
I know. Wait, who was that?
Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am. I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
And here we are. Job's done. That took longer than I expected. What news, Derman? The music was so pretty in there. So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you've cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they'll even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised, German, we may yet turn this situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Urianger have been busy perusing the archives of House Fortin, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Again, bud, a coat. We can get you a coat. I can find someone to give you a coat. You need only ask. Send me on that mission for once. Though not given to small talk, Alphino can think of no better way to pass the time until Minfilia arrives. Oh, hey! See, finally, someone who knows to dress for the weather. Antecedent. You come to us straight from the archives of House Fortin. I trust your time there proved fruitful. Would that it had. Urianger and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortin. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I'd expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us a good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Helone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We're all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and scripture only tells us so much. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plans can succeed? Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, A living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mogglmog XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Moggles Guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They're a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that's not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia. They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetherite Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetherite, somewhere not too far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second aetherite, however, they've been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we've no choice but to search for an alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlian may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it'll take us to survey the entire tunnel system. While Minfilia looks into our aetherite problem, I'd like to request your assistance with another matter. The 3rd unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly, despite our numbers. Kurthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you are not aware. All right, I'll help. Good. I knew that you would understand. Yu Hase can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. It's already getting so much better. The dialogue, the writing, the story, all of it. It's great. I love it. Okay, now we'll just talk to you. Yu Hase, how goes?
There you are, Dermot. Commander Levieux instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the 3rd hail from Ul'dah, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand. Nary a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danathan Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you'd join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin.
Well, at least that. I'll be joining you shortly. Hey, not doing so hot out here? Balls, my ankle's on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danathan Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. The snow's fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. Oh, okay. Am I actually following tracks, or am I... How far away are we talking? Oh, pretty far. Okay, maybe I better, Quay friend. Speed this up. Ooh. Fresh prints. There we go. Headed this way, leading southeast. I'm on the case. The game is afoot and whatnot. 3rd Unit Brave, please report. Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scaled beast and... Yu Hase? I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'll keep looking. Uh-oh. Yu Hase? You good? Bud? Uh-oh. Sodding bluecoats. Hey, get out of here. Shoo. Leave the tiny one alone. Both of them. You all right, bud?
How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they'd doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be waiting. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I'll need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Yeah, fair enough. You heal up. Don't die in the cold. I've got this covered. Let's see. Ooh. A suspicious curtain, is it? Hey, you look suspicious. Explain yourself. I'm through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those bluecoats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Hello. Explain yourselves. Well, stay with him then if you think you'll fare any better. Hey. No, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland. Sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yugiri! Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I've done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all! Fancy meeting you here, Derman. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither? What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who's been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphino's too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I'm fortunate enough to possess. If you'll allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation's complete. That's a most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far, and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Derman, let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. Okay. Glad to have you on the job. Okay. Let's go see about that report. Ilbert? Ah, here you are. Or, no, here's Alphino. Ilbert, I assume, is nearby. Captain Ilbert seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I'd rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we're spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we've more than enough to occupy our time as it is. I agree. Tell you what, we'll see how this continues next time. Thank you all very much for watching. Have yourselves a lovely weekend, and I will see you next time to continue the 2.4 main story quest. Until then, goodbye.